Good morning and welcome back to the living room. I'm still waiting for the studio to warm up this morning, so I figured, well, I don't have anything that requires me to be in there per se at the moment. I'm working on a sketch for today. Actually, it's probably going to be a multi-day element, but yeah, I figured I could start the day in front of the fire, and there's just something very warm and cozy about that, so warming up my hands. I'm actually working on, move the camera in here closer. So this is actually a sketch. This is quite different from what I've done in the past. I'm going to be working on a Vanitas painting, and this is basically a study. This is actually a sketch that I did, gosh, back in 2003, maybe 2000. It was early. Actually, let's see. Looking back, this may have been 2001, so I've had this one for a very long time. And I've started transferring it over to a piece of paper. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to even attempt to do ink today, or for the rest of the month for that matter. I'm really wanting to get back into the watercolor. So yeah, so I'm working on this morning, just transferring over, not full detail, but enough to get a feel for it. And this is going to be a study for a future painting. I think I was thinking about doing a Vanitas, and if you're not familiar with that is, it's an old Dutch subject matter for paintings. They were still lives. They basically talk. Vanitas is from the Latin for vanity, and it basically has to do with the fragility of life, which given the upcoming holiday kind of seems appropriate, and actually given the idea of Thanksgiving and Christmas and the New Year and whatnot, we're kind of going into the season of reflection and renewal, and so it just seemed like an appropriate painting for the season. So it's rather different from what you've seen me do before. This is actually drawing on some of my older work, and yeah, just I've got a bunch of ideas in my little book here, and I thought I'd run with a couple of them. So I realized this morning that I actually had all the elements I needed for a good Vanitas. So this is Act 1, if you will. But anyways, I'll stop rambling and I'll get back to it. This will probably make I don't know if I'll get to the actual ink and watercolor today or not. I'll try and start it, but we'll see. I've rambled on enough. I'll check back with you later. So it's later in the day and I'm back in the studio, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and do watercolor for this. I think, well, watercolor for the first part, and then I think I'll go in with the pens later. We'll see how that works out. But for the moment, I'm going to call this a painting for Inktober. I think I'm done with Inktober. I've been itching, yesterday's video. I don't know if you saw that one or not. I'll leave a link right there. I'll leave a little link above and at the end of this video. But yeah, yesterday's painting was really, it's like, I'm done. So it was quite a bit different. But anyways, so yeah, I'm going to start out with the, basically a real light wash. There's a lot more pencil marks on, the pencil marks are a lot deeper, more defined on this than I would do for a regular painting, but because this is a study, I decided to leave them a little dark. So I'll be curious actually to see, there's another style of art, of mixed media, where it's graphite and watercolor. So that'll be interesting to see. So anyways, so I'm gonna get into it and we'll crack on. So I think that's where I'm going to leave this video for today. I hope you found it interesting. It's going to be the first in a series of videos on basically the making of a masterwork. This is a lot longer process than what you've seen me do so far. So if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. I'd really appreciate you doing that. And if you have any suggestions, requests, or questions, leave those in the comments section below. I'll be happy to answer them. I'd love to hear from you. I think those are all the things I have to say at the end of a video. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I really appreciate you stopping by to see how things are going. Hope you're having a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.